And hello and welcome on the OCCL Ustream account. This is Dave Soberi, proud to bring you both the Home Run Derby and All-Star Game tonight for a very, very exciting OCCL season here at Mount Sac. A very picturesque setting with the school in the background, a few trees, and we got the lights on. It's going to be a very, very fun day of baseball. But first, before the game gets underway, we have the Home Run Derby. And it's going to be a very thrilling home run derby at that. We have guys that can rake, and we have guys that are going to hit it well over the 335 sign out in left, 380 to left center, 400 to dead center, and then the same in right. We've got 380 in right center and 335 down the right field line. These are the guys who will be swinging the sticks in the home run derby. From the south side, it'll be the Blue Sharks, number 11, Colton Johnson. Also on the South team, it'll be the Bulldogs' number 21, Brian Warwick. For the Senators in the South, it's Armando Valencia. And last but not least, the fourth hitter for the South side is the Waves' Alex King. Meanwhile, here are the four hitters for the North side. The first one will be Daniel Arellano. He plays for the SoCal Thunder. The second one will be Zach Ferreira for the Legends Red. Batting third will be Jacob Worrell, the SoCal White Sox player. And last but not least, the final one will be Matt Chavez for the Long Beach Legends. So that is your home run derby hitters. As we are just about getting set for the home run derby, the hitters are now heading their way over towards home plate. Of course, the OCCL, a very, very talented league. Some of the best baseball you'll see in California this summer will be played right here in Orange County. It was a really big thing for the OCCL to get this beautiful facility for the first ever All-Star game. This is the inaugural All-Star game for the OCCL. Of course, normally the OCCL plays the SCCBL at the end of July, which they still will do, actually, for the 8th time, as the OCCL All-Stars play the SCCBL All-Stars. But this is a fun thing because this is a brand new thing for the OCCL, and you kind of look at it and you see all the different jersey colors and all the different players from all over Orange County, and it's really exciting. You see kind of all the teams basically hanging out with each other. You're seeing some of the SoCal White Sox and SoCal Thunder hanging out together in left field. And then you're seeing the Long Beach Legends out in center field. See the Waves in right field. Bulldogs in short center field. So everybody's kind of getting ready to shag some baseballs for this home run derby as we are just about getting set here for the first hitter to come up to the plate. And the first hitter coming up to the plate will be Alex King from the Waves. 6'2", 205-pound left-handed bat. Getting loose, warming up. He is from Saddleback College. He'll be a sophomore next season there. Originally transferred from the University of San Diego over to Saddleback. First pitch is nowhere near the zone, actually. And that's something that you got to learn to do in a home run derby. You got to be disciplined. You got to hit strikes. And these ones are not very close to King, who is calling for his spot that he likes. The ball is thrown high again. As we're going to have time called on the home run derby for now, so we're going to have a little bit of a delay. The delay will be that we are going to put a mat out right in front of home plate so that they don't kind of mess up the batter's box before the game starts. The batter's box is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the whole field is, but you look at how it's set, it's all chalked up, and we are ready to go for a great all-star game. So they're bringing out the mat right now. Actually, they're going to bring out the mat for the pitcher. There's a lot of pressure on the pitcher, too, in these types of all-star games. He's got to deliver the perfect strike and the perfect location for each hitter. And we got some claps as we are now ready to resume here with Alex King. King swings and misses at the first out. So that is the first out, 1 of 10 to come. Grounds this one in the right side. That is out number 2. Alex King has been raking all season long in the OCCL. .437 batting average. Swings at this one, and this is a high fly ball to right field. Could it be? No, it's warning track power. Bounced right in front of the 380 sign. So that'll be the third out here for Alex King. Swings at this one and misses. So that'll be the fourth out as he calls out the location that he wants. And it's not really coming to the exact location that he wants. He's calling for about waist high right over the plate, and most of these are going to the outside. This one is swung, and this is lined into deep right center field, and that one is sent into orbit. Goodbye, baseball. And so we are on the board here in the Home Run Derby, and that is Alex King, who takes the first one out of right center field. So 1 home run so far. This one's going the opposite field, and this is just going to be a fly ball foul. So that'll be an out. But Alex King getting things started off right. We were told that only 2 baseballs were hit out of this park the entire junior collegiate season for Mount Sac, so we're already halfway there to that. And this one is a towering fly ball down the right field line, and that is way gone. You can kiss that baby goodbye. Wow. Nowhere even near the 335 sign. That's in the adjacent parking lot, and this one is going to be fouled behind the plate. So 2 home runs now for Alex King, the big left-handed hitter. This is going to be a routine fly ball out there for the Legends in center field. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, all the teams kind of hanging out with each other. The Legends are manning center field. Alex King, we were talking about the .437 batting average, .571 on-base percentage. That is just ridiculous to think of how great this guy has been at the dish. He's getting patient right now, which is what you have to do. And this one's in the dirt. So taking about 3 or 4 pitches in a row here, waiting for one last momentum. This is a line drive into right center field, but that would have just been a gapper, and it would have been a double, but we're playing home runs only, so that is out number 8 for Alex King. King does have 1 home run so far in the summer, just kind of the midway point of the summer season at the end of June. Swings at this one, and this is another towering fly ball to left center, but that is just the 9th out for Alex King. So Alex King down to his final cut right here. The big left-handed hitter from the Waves. Waves are obviously a very, very great program in this area. And this one is fouled down the line in right field, so down goes King. So King ends with 2 home runs on those 10 outs. And that's a good start right here for the Waves. We should mention that the first round is going to be 10 outs, and it's going to be 10 outs for all 8 hitters. But then after that, we figure to see 4 people make the final round, and then depending on the time, we'll either go with 8 outs or 10 outs. But that's kind of like what it looks like from Mount Sac as to what we will be doing. We're going to have a little bit of a delay here before the next hitter in the Home Run Derby comes to the plate. We are absolutely thrilled to bring this to you live on the OCCL website. So glad that you've joined us here, Dave Soberi, on the play-by-play for not just this Home Run Derby, but also the All-Star Game to follow. Of course, the All-Star Game will see 4 versus 4 in the sense that there will be 4 teams on one side, the north, and 4 on the other side, the south. In fact, the 4 teams on the south side are actually league-owned. They are the Sharks, the Bulldogs, the Senators, and the Waves. And on the north side, they are 4 teams that are not league-owned. Those are the Long Beach Legends Blue, the Long Beach Legends Red, the SoCal White Sox, and the SoCal Thunder. So we are very, very excited, of course, after this first hitter went up, and we are waiting for the next guy to come up to the plate, and that is Matt Chavez, the very, very good left-handed hitter for the Long Beach Legends. He is 6'0", 180 pounds, from New Mexico Highlands. He'll be a redshirt senior next season. And this season, if I read you his numbers for an entire collegiate season, your jaw would almost drop. That's how good he was. And he'll take pitch 1. It's John Rodriguez, his manager, in to throw BP for him. And going back to his stats from the season, This one's lined into right field, and you can say goodbye to that baseball. First one, home run for Matt Chavez. And this one is wrapped down the foul pole and out of play, so that'll be the first out. So 1 home run and 1 out for Matt Chavez. But at New Mexico Highlands, a .413 batting clip, and this is a line drive down the right field line. It would have been a double, but obviously we're playing home runs. This one's another line drive, so that'll be the third out with 1 home run for Chavez. The leader right now is Alex King with 2. This is still only the second hitter, though. But we said he was a .413 batting clip at New Mexico Highlands. This is a towering fly ball that will go to the warning track, and yes, it clears the fence. Matt Chavez parks that one, and that is his second, so he's already tied here with only 3 outs. And this one's not going to get out of the infield, so that'll be the 4th out. He had a .523 on-base percentage for the year at New Mexico Highlands, and so far this summer, it's pretty much the same. .344 batting average, .479 on-base percentage in the OCCL. Another moonshot out in the right center field, but this is going to be, well, actually it's going to drop to the ground with all those players shagging. Nobody caught it. That's the 5th out. This is a line drive rocket to the right field, and it hits the fence. It's a wall banger. Just missed. As John Rodriguez, the coach, kind of shrugged his shoulders and thought that might have been gone. This is a moonball to right field, and it is out of here. That's number 3 for Matt Chavez. Matt Chavez has 1 home run in the summer season, and he is hitting like skyscrapers. Even if they're outs, he is just trying to get underneath it to the max. Sometimes you kind of hope that it might not ruin out his swing for the rest of the season, as he's going to hit a line drive here, and that'll be an out. But he is just getting under it like crazy. Swings at this one, and this is a line drive rocket, but this is going to stay in the field. So Chavez now at 9 outs, 3 home runs. Swings at this one. This is down the line. Will it clear the fence? No, it's going to be off the wall, and actually off the championship sign from 2012 of Mount Sac here. Of course, at Mount San Antonio College, they call it Mount Sac for the abbreviation. But Matt Chavez with 3, so he is now the leader in the clubhouse. Only 2 hitters so far have gone. Matt Chavez from the north with 3 home runs, and also representing the Long Beach Legends. And from the south and representing the No Limits Baseball Waves is Alex King, and he has 2 home runs. Coming up next will be Colton Johnson from the South and the Sharks, the Blue Sharks at that. He is 5'6", so not the biggest of guys for a home run derby. Right-handed bat. He will take his warm-up cuts as he awaits his pitching coach to come in. And it's his father. We've seen this before in the major league level. We've seen dads really lay it up for their sons and help them win home run derby crowns. Let's see if the Johnson family will be able to do that here in the OCCL home run derby. The first pitch is in the dirt, so that's not exactly helping Colton, but he's going to wait for a strike here. And so another one comes in the dirt. Colton Johnson from Cal State San Bernardino. Swings at this one and lifts it into deep left center field. Nobody's flinching out there, but it's a wall banger. Everybody must have thought it was gone, but just didn't have enough. It was warning track power there for Johnson, so he has 1 out. This one is lined down the left field line. That'll be out number 2. Colton Johnson's hometown is Huntington Beach. Went to Ocean View High School. Lines this one also down the left field line, so that's going to be another out for Colton. And he'll take this one. Well, at Ocean View High School, he was a very, very good player. 3 times was he named an all-league player there. Won a CIF title. And also played football and basketball for good measure. So he was a 3-sport star in high school. Of course, he chose to play baseball because that is his best sport. Lines this down the left field line. Oh, just misses a home run. And somebody casually played that out there in left field. It's a Legends player that's kind of just standing right in front of a Mounties baseball sign out there right down the left field line. It's funny you don't see more guys standing near the warning track even trying to maybe potentially rob a home run. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to do that, but most of the guys are just kind of standing in the middle of the outfield as this one is fouled back behind home plate. So Colton Johnson kind of laughing here. He's about halfway through with 5 outs. Swings at this one and lifts it a mile high to left center field, and that is too short. And now he grounds this one and bounces it foul, so that's out number 7. So he's got 3 outs to work with to try to get at least 1 home run and get on the board. This season in the OCCL, this is going to be the 8th out here for Colton Johnson. He hit .308 so far, but the number that's really impressive is his .469 on-base percentage. That one has a chance to go, and no, it's just going to be shy by about 10 feet. This one's got a chance for sure. That's going, and that is out of here. Home run number 1 for Colton Johnson. And this is a line drive in the left center field. And it's just short. It just hit off the fence. At first I thought, and I knew it was a line drive rocket out to the 380 sign, but first I thought it might have hit off the scoreboard, but I guess it hit right off the fence. This is a high fly ball that is slicing foul. And it's going to stay in the park anyways, so that'll be out number 10. But Colton Johnson hits 1 home run, so everybody's gotten at least 1 so far. It was Alex King for the South Side who was the leadoff hitter, so to speak. He led off with 2 home runs. Then it was Chavez, Matt Chavez, coming in for 3 home runs as the leadoff from the North Side. And now Colton Johnson with 1 home run as we get ready for the 4th hitter in this home run derby. 4th hitter in the home run derby is Daniel Ariano. He is with the Thunder and fouls the first one he sees for out number 1. 6'2", 200 pounds. Plays for Riverside City College. Swings at this one, and it's a fly ball to dead center field. Going back is somebody out there on the fence, and it is gone. That is a home run. That one just carried forever and went out of the park here for the Thunder. So that is the first home run here. And this is a high fly ball. That'll be out number 2 for Daniel. Another high fly ball to center field. Daniel is trying to go out to the deepest part in the park. This time he's going to try to hit one down the line, but that is not going to have the distance. He hit the one out to dead center, which is a long way to travel, and this is going to be out number 6. Hometown is Corona, went to Centennial High School. First team All-CIF performer for them. And lifts this one into left center field. And no, that again is a wall banger. We've had a bunch of balls hit off the wall. And this is another line drive, no chance of getting out. But he does have 1 home run. Here's the pitch, and here comes the swing. Another slicing fly ball to dead center. And it's gone. Number 2 for Daniel Ariano. This is another moonshot over to left field. You can kiss that baby goodbye. That's number 3, so he's now tied in the lead, is Daniel Ariano. This one is going to be a fly ball that's going to get just out of the infield, so that's out number 8 for Daniel. This season batting .290 in the OCCL, .333 on base percentage as he swings and fouls off out number 9. So he is now down to his final out. He is tied for the lead no matter what happens with this last out. Let's see if he can add another one. Another moon ball to dead center. And it is out of here. He is in the leaderboard now in first place. He now has 4 home runs for the SoCal Thunder and the North Side. And he is just hitting fly balls that are going a mile high. This one will not have the distance, but that is a job well done for Daniel Ariano, who knocks out 4 home runs here in the first round. So the north side doing a very good job so far. Chavez had 3 and Ariano had 4. Meanwhile, on the south side, it's Colton Johnson with 1 and Alex King with 2. So basically we've had somebody with 1 home run, somebody with 2 home runs, somebody with 3 home runs, and somebody with 4 home runs. Will the next man coming to the plate from the Bulldogs, Brian Warwick, be able to hit 5? We'll find out very shortly as number 21, Blackjack, steps up to the plate. The large right-handed hitter at 6'2", 200 pounds, getting ready to take his cuts here. Looks like his coach will be pitching to him. He's from Saddleback College, so another Saddleback College player represented here in the Home Run Derby. Swings at this one, and it's going to be a line drive for out number 1. So we've got 1 down here for Brian Warwick, and he chops this one, so that's out 2. So quickly 2 outs for Blackjack, number 21. He goes to Villa Park High School, or went to Villa Park High School, I should say. This one's a fly ball to the right field, and will it get out of here? No. Just lands 5 feet short on the warning track, so that's out number 3. Bounces this one for out number 4. And this one is another fly ball to right field. And then this one, does it have a chance? No, it doesn't. Just a routine fly ball out in right field. It's for out number 5. Of course, as a member of the Bulldogs, he is on the south side in this all-star game. And that is another sky-scraping fly ball, but that will just go in the middle of center field. Now he lines it into the L screen here at Mount Sac, but that will not get you a hit in the Home Run Derby. And this is a kind of fisted. Might have been a broken bat if he was swinging Woody's. That is out number 8, hit towards the shortstop. And this one is another fly ball foul for out number 9. And he's not taking his time, and that's something that you really got to do in a Home Run Derby. You got to swing at only strikes. Can't go chasing anything out of the zone, as he finally takes 1 pitch here, knowing that he's down to his final out, and he has to hit 1 out to feel kind of good about himself. He puts a good swing on this one, and that one could be, no, it's just a 1-hopper to the fence. He chose to go the far way out to center field. So Brian Warwick is shut out here in the first round as he kind of shrugs his shoulders and is smiling. You know, it's, even though he didn't hit any out, it's still a joy to be part of such a great event in the OCCL All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby. Let's see who comes up next for this Home Run Derby. We should have somebody from the north coming up, and yes, we do. We have Jacob Worrell from the SoCal White Sox. Big right-handed hitter, taking his warm-up hacks right here. Getting loose as we are getting a few baseballs fed back in over to the L screen and to somebody that's going to be pitching to him that looks like a teammate. Can't decipher exactly what number that is, but when you look at Jacob Worrell, wow. It's a large right-handed hitter, 6'5", 235. He looks like he can really drive the ball. Open stance, rocking the bat back and forth, taking some pitches here. We said that's one of the big things that you have to do in a Home Run Derby. You have to swing at your pitch. And he swings at this one. And it would have been a line drive through the left side hole, but that only gets you an out here in a Home Run Derby. So that's the first out. And he's actually calling for it to be a bit outside, it looks like, which is kind of interesting. A lot of guys like wrapping it down the left field line if they're a right-handed hitter. But this one he's going to dead away straight center field, and that's gone. Home run. So that is the first home run here for Jacob Worrell. He now has 1. Of course, the leader is at 4. That is Daniel Ariano from the SoCal Thunder. Matt Chavez has 3 from the Long Beach Legends. And from the Waves, Alex King has 2. Colton Johnson from the Sharks has 1. So that is where we stand right now in the Home Run Derby. Worrell swings at this one, and this is going to be a slicing fly ball, just foul. About maybe 10 to 15 feet away from that fence out there in right field, but like I said, it was foul, so even if he hit it out, it would have been an out. Just a picturesque setting for baseball. If you haven't seen Mount Sac, it's really a beautiful place, beautiful location for baseball. Line drive, that'll be an out here. And it's just a thrill to be part of it and to be here for the OCCL All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. This is another towering fly ball lifted into center field. Somebody is going to make the catch out there. It looks like it was a bulldog out there in center field. And there's another out there. So I think we're on out number 8 now. This one is gone, man. This is going to mild. This is set into orbit by a whirl. And they can only turn and look. The players out there in left field, I believe it was SoCal Thunder players out there in left field, just kind of looked at it. And that ball was parked onto the street as a few cars are kind of driving by. You better watch out. You do not want to be near this OCCL Home Run Derby if you're on the road out there right now, because these guys can drive it far. As we mentioned, there is the street out there in left field, and he's trying to go for it once more. That one has a chance, and it is gone. So 2 in a row here for Jacob Worrell, and now he goes to 3 overall, starting to get a bit in a groove here with a few more outs left. You got to like these SoCal White Sox unis for sure. Hit that one off the edge of the bat. Might have been a broken bat later on in the All-Star game if you're using wood. This one's going to be a line drive, but that'll just be an out here in the Home Run Derby for Jacob. Jacob down to his final few cuts. So that was out number 8 for Worrell. Worrell's from Anaheim, went to Laura High School. And this is another fly ball that will not reach out of the park. So he is down to his final out here with 3 home runs in. Just one away from the leader, Daniel Ariano, the SoCal Thunder player. Worrell is a major in kinesiology at Saddleback. You see a lot of these guys going into that type of major, basically trying to stay in the game of baseball any way they possibly can. And this one is a moon ball lifted out in the left field, and that baseball is gone. Wow. That one's going all the way to the adjacent building across the street. That's how far he hit that here, and that's the 4th home run. So he is now tied for the lead. Worrell with 4 and Ariano with 4. In fact, the whole north side has been doing a really good job because Chavez is also on the north team, and he has 3 home runs. This one's going to be foul, so that'll be out number 10. So Jacob finishes with 4 home runs, which ties Daniel Ariano for the lead. So it's Worrell from the White Sox and Ariano from the Thunder that are tied in first after we've had 6 home run derby contestants up now. Only 2 to come. The final 2 will be Armando Valencia for the Senators and Zach Ferreira for the Long Beach Legend Red squad. The Long Beach Legend Red team has been in the OCCL since inception last year. Of course, the Blue squad joining the OCCL this season. And here comes Armando Valencia, 6'3", 200-pound, right-handed hitter. Looks like he might be rocking a bit of a mohawk out there. He plays for Palomar College, or will play for Palomar College. He'll be a freshman there. Hometown is Marietta. Swings at this one and lifts it into center field. Does that have a chance? No, just misses. There's warning track power there. And this one's going to be bounced for out number 2 by Valencia. Went to Marietta Mesa High School this season in the OCCL, having a good season so far. 271 batting clip, 327 on base percentage. This one is lifted out in the right center field, and no, another ball that had the warning track power. He's gone a couple times to the dirt on the outfield, but can he get it farther, about 10 feet farther? That's what you're shooting for, to get it out of this park. This one is fouled off, and that'll be out number 4. Grounder, out number 5. Valencia, 2 home runs on the season, so definitely has the home run power to do it in this type of summer collegiate league. You know, you're playing some of the best talent you'll see in Southern California here. And to hit 2 home runs at the midway point is very, very impressive. This one is also not going to make its way out. He's hitting them all about maybe basically to the warning track. He needs to get, maybe 10 more feet on him. This is a sky-scraping fly ball to dead center field. And that one's out of here. Wow. Some of these baseballs that have gone out of here have just carried. And it's ones that, like this one and the last one, they're just hitting it a mile high and hoping that it'll carry out. He watches that one, but it gets caught out there by a Bulldog player over there in center field. Another sky-scraping fly ball. There's no other way to describe it. And this one is gone. Way out of here. You can check that baseball in another area code. That is the second home run for Valencia. So Valencia now tied in the lead for his squad on the south. But, of course, the north side has been doing very, very good. This one is going to be a fly ball to left field, caught by one of the shaggers out there in left field. That is a member of the SoCal Thunder. Grounder, and that'll do it. So Armando Valencia comes through with 2 home runs here in round 1. So we've now seen 7 guys come up, and we are down to, I guess you would say, the main event. Zach Ferreira, the final hitter in the home run derby from the Long Beach legend Red. Maybe his father will be the one doing the pitching for him, it looks like, because he's not wearing a uniform or anything. Zach Ferreira, 5'11", 180 pound. Plays for Northwest Missouri State. He'll be a sophomore there next season. Left-handed hitter. Not rocking a hat right now. Everybody's been kind of wearing hats when they go up. He's going to play it without a hat. This season in the OCCL, .316 batting average, .435 on base percentage. Swings at this one, and this is a line drive rocket down the right field line. Gone. Wow, that one got out of here in all of about 2 seconds for Ferreira. So he's on the board, grounds this one for out number 1 down the right field line. So 1 out, 1 home run for the number 8 hitter in this home run derby. We've seen a lot of home runs already. Let's see if Zach Ferreira can add a few more. This one will not get out of here, so that's out number 2. The ball going into right center field. Zach Ferreira, 10 RBIs, 9 runs, and 1 home run at the midway point in the summer collegiate baseball season. It's important, as he's doing right here, to take pitches and swing at ones that he likes. He likes this one. Does this one have the distance? No, it does not. And that'll stay in the park for an out for Ferreira. Ferreira lifts this one into right center field. This is going over towards the light pole, and it is gone. You better watch out. Those lights might be broken by the end of the night with some of these guys swinging the bat so well. Ferreira now with 2 home runs here in the first round of the home run derby. And this is a high fly ball into the outfield that will be caught out there. Well, Zach Ferreira, hometown is Whittier, went to La Habra High School. We mentioned that he was a Northwest Missouri State player. Well, believe it or not, his manager also went there. Chris Vopanek, the manager of the Red since inception last year. So maybe that's kind of the connection that they had. Before that, Chris Vopanek actually was a player for the Long Beach Legends Blue. So he's a player for the Blue team going back 3 years ago and then has been the manager the past 2 years for the Red. This one swung on, line drive, and you can kiss that one goodbye. That's got to be gone. Yes, it is. And Ferreira now has his 3rd home run. And you need to just get some tape measures out because this one has a chance too. Going. No, that's actually not gone. It's going to be just shy. But, wow, the ball just jumps off Ferreira's bat. And this one is going to be a kind of routine fly ball out there in center field. Ferreira starting to get maybe a little bit tired. Kind of walks out of the batter's box, readjusts his gloves, and now steps back in. But like I was saying, Ferreira's balls are really just jumping off the bat. A lot of these guys are hitting towering fly balls out of here. He's hitting mammoth shots that are also line drives. This one, though, is a towering, majestic fly out in the right center, right by the 380 sign. Goodbye. Home run number 4 for Zach Ferreira. He is now tied for the lead with Daniel Ariano from the SoCal Thunder and Jacob Worrell. So 3 guys tied with 4 home runs. Matt Chavez has 3 home runs. And then Armando Valencia and Alex King have 2 apiece. And Colton Johnson, he has 1. We're on our final hitter here in the Home Run Derby. If you're just joining us, it's been very, very exciting and very thrilling so far. We're working our way towards the first pitch of the OCCL All-Star Game. Of course, 8 teams represented in the OCCL. Line drive to right center. No, just hits off the bottom of the wall for Zach Ferreira. Here comes the pitch, and there goes the baseball. That one is going to work its way into another area code again. And there's some people out there beyond the fence that are claiming lots of baseballs. Actually, it might be some of the players that are going to be in the game later on, but there are going to be a lot of souvenirs if you're a student or if you're somebody nearby. As we mentioned, there's an adjacent street over towards left and center field that, you know, if you're driving around, you might not want to drive that way because your car very well may be hit, and you may have a dent in your car by the end of the day. Line drive up the middle. So Ferreira now with his 8th out, 2 more to go. Here's the pitch, and this is the line drive down the right field line. Definitely would have been a double, but that is just the 9th out in a home run derby. Ferreira looks like he's done this before. He kind of walks out of the batter's box, readjusts his gloves, steps back in, digs back in. I'd like to ask him after the game if he's kind of participated in something like this before. Because it's also showing a little bit of discipline. You think a home run derby, you just want to crush everything, but you also need to have discipline to swing at your pitch. This one was not Zach's pitch. He fouls it out of play, but does finish with 6 home runs. So Zach Ferreira had 6 home runs, as it looks like we're now being told that the top 3 will advance to the final round. So the top 3 will be Ferreira, Ariano, and Worrell. So all 3 players in the final round are on the North All-Star team. Daniel Ariano from the SoCal Thunder with 4. Jacob Worrell from the SoCal White Sox with 4. And Zach Ferreira with 6 home runs for the Long Beach Legends Red. First one to swing will be Daniel Ariano here in the final round. 6'2", 200-pound right-handed swinger. Swings at this one and fouls it. So that'll be out number 1. This one's way back and gone over towards the scoreboard, the Masmanian Field scoreboard over there. So that's the first home run, and now this is going to be the 2nd out there for Daniel Ariano. Well, Ariano from the Inland Empire, Corona to be exact, went to Centennial, a very, very historic athletic program there. High fly ball to deep center. No, just didn't have enough mustard on it. So that will not make its way out of the park. But, you know, you think of Centennial's football team and how many championships they've won. Another towering fly ball to center field. Will that get out? And that one's gone. Home run for Daniel Ariano. So he's on the board here for the 2nd time in the final round. And this one is a laser out in the left center field over towards the light pole. No, just falls a bit short. Taking a couple pitches now. But we talked about Corona Centennial being such a great football program. But really, it's great in all sports, basketball, baseball alike. And when you see a guy like this coming from there, you know that that is the type of player you see at Centennial High School. And he has gone yard again, another home run. So that is number 3 here. As this one is swung and fouled. When you look at the OCCL standings, this has been a really, really competitive league. You look at all the teams within 2 games. Look at how many teams are within 2 games of the OCCL standings. If you go on the website, SoCal White Sox are 8-4. The Waves are 7-3-1. The Long Beach Legends Blue 8-3. The Blue Sharks 8-3, and the Legends Red 9-2-1. So you've got that many teams, 5 teams within 2 games. That is very, very exciting for the rest of the season to come. This is another fly ball out in the center field, and all they can do is look back at it and kiss that one goodbye, as that one is out of the park as well here for Ariano, and he now has 4 home runs. And he's going to the same spot, and these balls are really majestic flies, but this one will fall short. And it's kind of the same thing. He's working over towards left center, really more center, but a bit to the left side of center field. And it's starting out there, and it's just slicing towards dead center. It's funny, though, because you're seeing all these guys just hit moon balls, really, as Ariano makes his final out here. So 4 home runs in the first round, 4 home runs in the second round, a bit consistent there. That is consistency, obviously, for Ariano. Looks like we're going to get Chavez up here. So here comes Chavez, Matt Chavez from the Long Beach Legends Blue, the left-handed hitter coming in, as we are getting a bunch of baseballs come back in over towards the L screen. And John Rodriguez, the manager for the Legends Blue squad, also the manager for his all-star team, which of course is the North team. Chavez swings at the first one and lifts this one out of here. Well gone. Right center field, 1 home run. And that is home run number 2, wrapping that one down the right field line and out of here into the parking lot. Man, there are going to be a lot of baseballs in that parking lot. And this one is a skyscraper down the right field line. And out of here. 3 in a row for Matt Chavez. Chavez gets under this one. And does that have a chance? It's been in the air for a very long time, but hits harmlessly on the warning track. But Chavez connecting with 3 in a row. Wow. And just driving them. Chavez, I actually talked to him a little bit before the game, and he said he just learned about the home run derby on Thursday. As he swings at this one and lifts it in the right center field. Gone. Clipping off the wall in right center for home run number 4. And this one would have been gone if it was fair, but it is foul for an out for Chavez. So Chavez really doing some damage here in the final round. Chavez with 3 outs. Now 4 outs. And this one, is it going to stay fair? That's the only question, because it's definitely out of here. And yes, it gets out of here. Wow. Chavez on fire. Chavez has 5 here, and this is a towering fly ball to dead center. Oh, my goodness. It hit off the top of the wall and was denied. It was basically rejected there if you're playing basketball. And everybody could just laugh. Wow. What's really funny about that is Chavez actually said that happened to him when he played at the junior collegiate level at Mount Sac. He said it hit off the top of the fence just like that and stayed in. And he was really bummed out about that. He's obviously made up for it with 8 home runs so far in 2 rounds. And this one is a fly ball to right field. Will it make its way out? No, not far enough. So Chavez down to his final out here with 5 home runs, and you can say 6, because that one's going, gone. So 6 home runs now, and that will do it for Chavez as he wraps this one foul down the right field line, but he'll get some claps and an applause here for a job well done in the final round. 6 home runs for Chavez. Well, it is really an awesome sight to kind of just be out here and just see, all the guys, all the different colored uniforms out in the left field and center field, right field. And then you've got catchers and pitchers kind of warming up as well down the left field line, and pitchers kind of jogging and catchers with their gear on and getting ready for what will be approximately a 7 o'clock start, 7:05 start for the All-Star game. Here comes Zach Ferreira with his dad throwing the pitches, or maybe not anymore. Let's see. No, his dad's going to stay in there with him. You got to respect the Legends Red right there. They were the ones that were shagging all the balls as their player Ferreira comes to the plate. Well, Ferreira, he had a very, very good first round to say the least, leading all hitters with 6 home runs. And when he hit those home runs, they cleared the fence in about maybe 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, they were line drive bullets that cleared the fence so quickly. It was really a sight to see for number 16, the big left-handed hitter for the Long Beach Legend Red. 5'11", 180. Hometown is Whittier and played at La Habra High School and is now just about set for his final round. Taking a couple pitches, and let's see what he does here. Taking another one. We said when he hit the first time, it was kind of like he's done this before. He seems very calm and comfortable up there in the batter's box for a home run derby. And if it's not his pitch, he doesn't swing. He's seen about 5 or 6 pitches already before he swings at this one and tries to unload on it over towards right center. Yes, that is gone. So 1 swing and 1 home run for Ferreira, who now goes to 7 on the day and 6 in the first round, 1 here on that first swing in the final round. And he has 2 swings and he has 2 home runs out in the right field and gone. And that one was gone by a long shot. That one is nowhere even near here. In fact, I think he hit that one over to Cal Poly Pomona right down the street about a mile away from here. We really got to check the tape measure on that one. As now Ferreira has 2 home runs, so he goes to 8 for the day. Definitely a lot of fun. And any time you can see Ferreira swing the bat, it's going to be fun because he puts it over the fence every single time. 3 swings, 3 home runs for number 16 on the Long Beach Legend Red. Wow. And we've been talking about it, and he just seems so comfortable in this situation. And he just, look, he's taken a couple pitches after he hit that home run. He knows exactly what his pitch is and what he wants to see. And when he gets it, he makes no mistake about it. And he parks it over to right field. Once again, so glad that you have joined us as this one is tomahawked in the right field. Is that going to get out? You cannot be serious. Another baseball out of here. That is the 4th one for Ferreira in the final round. He now has 10 for the day. And he is just on fire. There's no other way to say it. That one, it looked like it was a little bit out of his zone. He likes kind of the waist high. That was a bit high. And as I mentioned, when he swung at it, he kind of tomahawked it and just muscled it out of here down that right field line. Of course, the right field, directly down right field, is 335 here, 380 to right center, and 400 to center if you're just joining us. We, of course, mentioned that at the beginning of the broadcast to give you kind of the perspective of how far these guys are really hitting the baseball. I mean, if you think about it, and this one is swung on, towering fly ball to right field, and that will not make its way out of here. But 1 out only. All those home runs came in before his first out. Ferreira putting on a show at the OCCL All-Star Derby. Way back in, just short. So now a couple outs in a row. Maybe he's going to start to take a little bit of time in between his next swing. Maybe he's getting a little bit tired hitting all these ones gone. That one is going to be a line drive down the right field line for an out. So Ferreira will kind of walk out of the batter's box and step back in and kind of readjust his focus. I think he was going to take that pitch no matter what. It looked like a good one to drive, but he kind of just wanted to settle himself down there. And this one, will it be? No. just short. Right in front of the 380 sign. One of the members of the Bulldogs tried making a leaping catch out there, but to no avail. Wow! That one is a majestic fly, if I had to say so myself. Wow, that is gone. I think you can just crown him now. Can we just crown Zach Ferreira, the home run derby champion now? He is absolutely blowing up the baseball. And there's swings that he's taking that are just unbelievable. Like, you have to be in person to really be, in so much awe to just basically see what he's doing with the stick. We'll leave the broadcast running after the home run derby. We'll play some music in between the home run derby and the actual all-star game, just so you're aware, just so you're not wondering, well, what's going on in between the all-star game and the home run derby. This will be an out for Ferreira, who goes to his knees. He now has 2 more outs left, 5 home runs, so 11 in the 2 rounds for Zach Ferreira. I'm not sure. This one's swung, line drive, dead center field. Does it have enough? No, just short. Well, I'm not sure if we're going by the most home runs in this round or the most overall. If we're going by the most overall, Ferreira already has it. But if we're going by the most in this round, Chavez has 6. So Ferreira, as much as I've been saying how great he looks, he's at 5 right now. Here's the pitch, and he will let that one go. You better believe this is going to be a perfect pitch for him to swing at, with so much on the line in the OCCL home run derby. But he gets underneath this one, and he is out. So he hit all those home runs before the first out and then kind of got tired. And here comes Jacob Worrell. So the 4 guys who advanced, all 4 of them were on the North squad. It was Ariano, who hit 4 out and then another 4 out. Ferreira, who hit 6 and 5. And here is Worrell. Also, of course, Chavez, who hit the 3 and 6. And now here's Worrell, who hit 4 out in the first round. He swings at the first pitch he sees to center field. Just short. So that's the first out here for Jacob Worrell, the 6'5", 235-pound White Sox. Out number 2 on a line drive to left field. One of his teammates is throwing pitches, so he's going to give him some trouble if he doesn't lay up the perfect pitches to him. Oh, he's coming inside. What's up with that brushback pitch? And this one swung on a mile high, but it's foul and out of play down the right field line. That's out number 3 for Worrell. Well, he's been sitting on the bench for a long time, because, he hit pretty early in the lineup in the first round, and he's had a lot of time to kind of think about it. But this one could be the first one out in the inning, and it is the first one gone. So Jacob is on the board here in the final round with 1. And this one's a line drive. That's another out for Worrell. So Worrell now with 5 outs. He has 3 left. Line drive to left field. Oh, just off the wall for Jacob Worrell. So he's down to his final 2 cuts. Well, he's going to have to do something really special if he wants to end up winning this, because he only has 1 home run with 2 outs to go here in the final round. Of course, he did something special enough, and this one is going to be out number 7, out into right field and foul. So he's down to his final out. But there has been offensive fireworks before the All-Star game even started, and down goes Worrell. So Worrell, he finishes with 1. And Matt Chavez is now named the Home Run Derby champion, hitting 6 out in the final round. So that is it. Matt Chavez, he hits the 6 home runs in the final round, which tops Zach Ferreira by 5. If you remember, Ferreira actually had the most with 11, but we're going just by final round home runs. which Chavez had the most of. So Chavez, representing the Long Beach Legend Blue, and also the north side, takes home the Home Run Derby crown. We will step away for a few moments as we work our way towards opening pitch of the actual All-Star game. So glad that you've joined us here on the OCCL website. And we will say goodbye for now, but stick around. We're just going to play a little bit of music now so you can keep the stream going, and we will get the starting lineups for the All-Star games very shortly, and we will start the All-Star baseball game in approximately 15 minutes. Thank you so much for listening. Of course, I'm Dave Sobera, and we will be right back.